Listen, the thought of winning, being unstoppable, and having an edge is extremely attractive. Everyone would love to be at their best, and in this video, I'm going to give you 21 reasons why you should develop this type of mindset. Reason number one is the only other alternative is that you will be stoppable. If you're not unstoppable, the only other option is that you're going to be stopped. You're going to be stopped whenever you're going after the relationship of your dreams. You're going to be stopped every time you're going after your business goals. You're going to be stopped every time you're going after your health goals. Whenever there's an obstacle, you're going to sit there and let that stop you from achieving your big goals and dreams. And here's the thing, I've never met anyone that was mediocre that achieved anything significant. I didn't want to have an average life. I didn't want to just survive. I wanted to make sure I thrive. I wanted to have an amazing family, have an amazing business, have an amazing income, have a great connection to God, have amazing health and a great social life with great friends. And there's no I'll survive in my books. It's all about thriving, and you need to become intentional about having a growth mindset, an unstoppable mindset. Reason number two, it's the best mindset that you can have. Carol Dweck, she's the author of Mindset. She explains two different mindsets. She actually became very popular because of this concept. And one part of it was a growth mindset, and another part was a fixed mindset. Now, the growth mindset person, these people are not afraid to fail. Look, they don't like to fail, but they don't stop themselves from moving and trying to win because of failure. They take failure as experience and knowledge of what not to do. They also look at very successful people as inspiration to their goals and dreams. They want to become like them, or they want to find the success clues in those people to achieve and win. Whereas fixed mindset people, they look at big goals, big dreams, or whatever it may be as something that's unachievable, or they look at something that they tried and they failed at as something or proof that they're not good enough, so they won't pursue that anymore. And they'll also look at other people that are successful and they'll find intimidation with that. They won't be happy for them the same way that the growth mindset person would be happy for that person. They might be jealous, they might be frustrated, whatever it may be. You have to have a growth mindset if you want to live a healthy life. Life is all about mistakes. The more mistakes that you make, the better you can become. But the whole point is not to make the same mistake again and again and again and expecting different results. That's called insanity. Now, my tip to you is to study winners and to study failures and look at the difference. Both of them have clues. Jim Rohn says this best. He says, if there was a failure that could go on stage and train us about how he is a failure and why he's a failure, and you live in a great neighborhood, you live in a great country, you have all the opportunities around you, you have a good family that you come from, but you're a failure. We'd love to know what you did in your life to get you those sort of results so that we can avoid them. And you got to think about that. When you look at people that have failed in their life, find out what they're doing, find out the excuses that they're making. Look at the limiting beliefs that they have, but then look at the successful people, the winners, and find out how they don't let excuses take over their lives. Find out how they make a goal and they actually take action immediately. And there are so many things that you'll find from looking at the two, and you want to differentiate and pick what you want from this side and pick what you don't want from this side, and find the winner's pattern of thinking. Change your belief system. And what you want to do if you are not at the place that you want to be is you want to look at other people that have been through stories that are amazing, other people that have been through what you've been through, challenging stories. And I love these stories because whenever I'm hearing just success stories and people that have just thrived and hit momentum and just done some amazing things in their life, it actually can annoy you if there is no struggle behind that. Everyone has struggle though. So when you look at the struggle behind those success stories, especially the ones that have even more struggle, then you start to see, wait, I am on the right path. I'm not on the wrong path. I just need to keep on going. And all these problems and struggles and adversities that I'm going through, these are all preparing me for the larger success that I'm about to accomplish. And you want to start duplicating these people's success stories and find mentors around you that will help you with this as well. And remember, it takes time to become great. Rome wasn't built in a day, and consistency here matters. You want to make sure that you keep on going again and again and again and doing the right thing again and again and again. Just like pumping weights, when you're pumping weights, you're pumping weights, you're pumping weights. You're not just going to do it once, you're going to do it continuously, and that's where the result of the cut-off body will come and take place. Reason number three, it's not about ego, it's about becoming your best self. When I hear someone like Muhammad Ali saying, the champ is here, the champ is here, the champ is here, or Rose Namajunas say, I am the best, I am the best, I am the best, she's a UFC fighter. All of these are clues. They're revealing the belief system, and it's not about ego, it's about becoming your best self. You can help serve the world much better when you become your best self. There's a saying is, I will be all I can be for you, my friend, and you be all you can be for me, because that's the best way that we can serve our family, our friends, our communities, and everyone around us. How many people in this world right now are missing out because you haven't brought your ideas out into the world, your visions into fruition? If you are always stopped after experiencing challenges, then you are not very effective or efficient. You could be the most intelligent person on the planet, but if you're not resilient, then you are your biggest obstacle. You are the problem. The other side of this is to be humble in success. We're all touchable. Becoming unstoppable doesn't mean I'm untouchable, you can't touch me. It just means that you can be touched, but you know you'll always get back up whenever you are touched. And you are only touched with other obstacles outside of you. You are your best friend. Look, sometimes you can beat yourself up, I get that, but you got to be in your own head as your biggest coach and cheerleader to get yourself back up. But the outside world it's not a fair world out there. And sometimes things happen and that can it can hit you where it hurts. But then what your job is to do is to jump right back out of that so you don't let that hold you down. In fact, that's your edge. You will get to a point where you become happy about struggles and challenges and things that touch you. The reason for that is because it helps you step up, it helps you elevate, it helps you build a fortress around your city, around your kingdom that makes your whole mission of life and you as a brand and you as a person, you as a man or a woman or a brand, whoever you are, it makes you way more powerful because now you've plugged holes and you've fixed up all the cracks in your life as much as you can. And if you get touched in the future in another way, no, I had a bit of a weakness there, now I'm going to fix that part. If you think this way, then you're going to become a continuous work of excellence. Reason number 4 is you will become financially free if that's a part of your goal. Now, money is an important resource. We have to understand that sometimes people look at money as taboo. It's not taboo, man. I mean, some people that say money is not important. Okay, well, quit your job, stop all the money resources from coming in, and then tell me how important money is. It is important. It's the love of money and the greed of money that can be detrimental and an evil thing. But knowing that it's a resource to become comfortable, to become safe, to look after your family, to live the way that you choose to live, to be able to contribute to the organizations and the communities and the charities that you would love to contribute to be able to look after family members in times of trouble and trial, to be able to give your kids the best education possible, to be able to drive in comfort, to be able to live in comfort. I mean, this is all important. And so it's not just about having money. Life is not just about that, but when you focus on developing multiple income streams, you will have a lot more mental space to be able to pursue what you actually love doing. See, one of the reasons why many people don't pursue what they love doing is because they're stuck at a dead-end job or a dead-end business where they don't love that anymore, but they have to keep on going there to keep the income resources coming in. But what you're doing is you're wasting half of your life, if not more of your life, because of the mental space that you have, all the conversations going on in your head when you're at home. All of that could be cut off when you can get enough income streams coming in, get smarter about finances, and be able to live in more comfort. And look, when you are unstoppable, that will always mean that you will financially figure this out, find your niche, become excellent in that niche, a niche that you absolutely love, not just because, oh, there's money there. You gotta love what you do. I've been offered so many opportunities where I know I could have done really well financially there, but it just didn't resonate with me. It didn't fit into my value system. And so for me, it was, okay, do I want to just chase the money or do I want to pursue my purpose and become excellent at that? And that will ultimately, it'll bring me the finances anyway. I know that money follows value. It follows a lot of value. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell below so you don't miss any of our awesome content. And like and comment in the comment section what your thoughts are about this video as well. I'd love to hear from you. Reason number 5, you will attract more opportunities. When you develop a reputation as someone who gets things done, I'm telling you, people are going to hear about you. People are going to know who you are, because excellence and just someone that just holds their word and just gets things done, people start to get to know that. Someone who has a big driving force behind them, someone that doesn't give up, and people who want you on their side. You become very hireable. One of the struggles becomes saying no to opportunities so you can stay focused and eliminate all the distractions so you can stay in your zone towards your purpose. Reason number 6 is you can be very happy and fulfilled. We all want to be respected and competent and needed and accomplished, and we all would prefer to be successful in whatever we're doing. Even criminals and people that do bad things, they want to be successful in whatever they're doing too. I've realized many people aren't happy because they aren't respected or competent or needed or accomplished, and they're not successful and they're not pursuing anything meaningful. And so they feel like they're just existing, and this brings with it a low self-esteem. They dwell in fear, they dwell in worry, they dwell in doubt. And the problem is that most people don't do anything about it. They see all these problems, they see all these issues, they have all this self-talk, but they keep on doing the same thing again and again and again, and they continue to live the same way. But when they live the same way for so long, it gets worse and worse, because a life that's unexamined, a life that is not worked on, it's either you're growing or dying. So you have to pick one or the other. It's either you're growing or dying. Things are getting worse or things are getting better constantly. So you have to be in the driver's seat. And when you don't do anything, you feel bad about yourself. A sense of guilt kicks in. You have regret and even bitterness, and all this negative self-talk kicks in. You've probably experienced it yourself. I've experienced it myself too. And it's bound to happen when you're not pursuing your passions. Instead, you're living in your fears and you're being directed by the opinions of others. And listen, you can change that story. You can become that strong character in your story. And when you do that for some time and you develop an unstoppable confidence, because it does take time, you'll be happier and more fulfilled. So it's worth pursuing so that you can be happier and fulfilled. Reason number 7 is you will accomplish your dreams. Why? Because when you're unstoppable, nothing's going to stop you from accomplishing your dreams. Look, you might need to pivot, you might need to change direction from time to time. You might even realize that the things that you were doing before changed, and the idea or the business idea is not realistic anymore. It's happened to me multiple times. But with slight adjustments, you will win. It's like a GPS example. What you want to set as a GPS is your dream. So for example, where do you want to be when you're 50, 60, 70, 80, 30, 40? Whatever it is, how is your perfect life? And when you can define your perfect life, where you want to live, how you want to live, and how many times you want to travel per year, and how many charities you want to contribute to, all the things that you want to achieve in your life, you write them down. And then you don't have to have just one vehicle to get there. You choose your passion and purpose to get there. That's the best way to do it. But sometimes you find that the things that you're doing is not realistic and you've got to change things up. But unstoppable people never stay without a dream. They always have that dream. That's the GPS. Because once you get off route, or the route changes, or there's a roadblock, you can adjust. It adjusts itself. Now you just go on a different route and you'll end up getting to the same dream. And this time you might even get more wisdom, with more experience, and with more blessings as well. And you can't be a winner without anything to win in. Remember that. Chasing your dreams, it's so exhilarating. I'm chasing my dreams right now, and the journey itself is so exciting. I just love what I do so much. I wake up waiting to work, and that to me is so important because I've achieved a lot of my dreams already. But because I love doing what I'm doing, my end goal, my GPS dream goal, it's not the thing that I just need right now. I love what I do so much on a day-to-day basis that, man, I get up with joy, I get up with happiness, I get up waiting to do the things and serve other people. And I'm making this YouTube video and I can't wait for you to watch it so I can serve you, and maybe I could be that person in your daily life that can give you the encouragement, that boost, the energy. I hope you can feel my vibe because I am really excited about what we're doing and serving other people as well. Reason number 8 is no matter the problems, you will always figure it out. Look, unstoppable people never give up. They're always solution focused. And some people find problems to every solution. Some don't even find any solutions. You might not even need to deal with the problem yourself. You might have to outsource it. You might have to just neglect it and let it go because that's not even worth putting your attention or focus on. Some problems just don't even need to be dealt with. And they study and learn new things and new ways to overcome whatever they're going through. And they pray or meditate for an answer. I take long walks. I mean, just yesterday, I took a walk for about an hour and a half. I went through my golf course right next to my house. I was walking on the lake. I was just alone in just peace and listening to different audiobooks and different messages. And man, it just healed my soul. It was so good. And I got so many ideas while I was there. So the point is that unstoppable people, they don't rest until they find a solution. Reason number 9 is you will become respected and recognized as an authority. When you develop a reputation for becoming unstoppable or being unstoppable, the world will find out, my friend, and people will take you more seriously. You become an authority in your space, and this always develops posture in yourself because people look up to you and they're asking you for advice, they're asking you for mentorship, and this empowers you because you know you're doing the right thing. And people will always want to hear from you, they'll respect you, and this will take you much further in life. Reason number 10 is you will become more attractive. Think about it, we feel sorry for people that can't figure things out. We usually don't find them attractive in a way where they're attractive kind of figure in a crowd and we want to talk to them, we want to get a picture with them, and it's not about ego or anything like that, but I'm talking about become attractive enough that people respect you. Become attractive enough that people would like to understand how you get things done right. I mean, I think life is to be lived and to become the best person you can be. So if this doesn't resonate with you, maybe you should check your philosophy and look, what are you doing here on earth? What's the point? Are we here just to live and die? Are we here to wake up in the morning, go to work, come back, eat, go to the bathroom and sleep and repeat? Life is a journey, my friend, and I think serving and being able to bring out your best to deliver to the world is a great thing. I remember there's a quote, and I love this quote. It says, God's gift to us was life, and how we live our life is our gift back to God. I think that's amazing. So remember, when you become an attractive figure, people want to talk to you, they want to get mentoring from you, and this boosts your confidence and morale even more, which makes you even more attractive. And the other type of attractive is of the opposite sex. Ambitious people tend to be very attractive, and we are attracted to people with goals and dreams and a purpose, and we find them more interesting. We take them more seriously. We know when they say something, they're gonna get it done. Don't you just think that's attractive when someone says, I'm going to get this done, they get it done? When someone says, I'll get this done, and they don't get it done, and they don't get it done again and again and again, and we just don't take that person seriously anymore. Think about that. You need to become the person that people take seriously, because that will be an edge in your life. Reason number 11 is you become more influential, and more people will respect you and find you more inspirational, and this results in you having more influence on them because you're a leader. And I'm talking about the type of leader that really cares about their people, the type of leader that serves them and puts them first and wants to make sure that no matter what project they're on or no matter what path they're on, you're looking after them and you're trying to make that path as clear as possible. And I have some people in my life that wherever we go, they want to come, they want to be there with us because we've loved them enough, we've served them enough, we've coached them enough, we've transformed their lives. They remember certain conversations and they'll never get over that. And there's a genuine connection between us. And I think that love is a big part of this because people can sense your vibe attracts your tribe. So make sure you love on your people and you serve them and you're really leading by example, because if you're not leading by example, you're not being the person that they would love to be like, or you're not living the life that they would love to live. You got to be there first and then guide other people there. You can't just sit there like a boss and just say, hey, you go here, you go there, you go there. You should live this way, you should act this way, and you're not doing it yourself. That's nonsense, man. You got to live it first, you got to be it first and lead by example.
Reason number 12
is you can serve others much better. And when you have more personal power, you can do more for people. You'll be that powerful figure in their corner. And people need someone to lead them to victory. People need someone to lead them into confidence and into hope. And you can be that person if your heart lies in serving other people. And in my opinion, you should be serving other people. If you're not serving other people, what are you doing? I mean, how many rich, selfish people do you know? I bet you they're miserable. What are you going to do? Just sit there and buy an island and be there alone? What are you going to do? Sit there, buy a mansion that's empty? What are you going to do? Sit there and just build a massive company, just be at the top and look down at everyone and say, I don't love you, I hate you, I don't want to do anything for you, I'm not going to look after you. It doesn't make any sense. You have to look after people, you have to serve them, and you have to make sure that you're bettering other people's lives. So Zig Ziglar says this best. He says, if you could just help enough people get what they want, you'll have everything that you want in life. Reason number 13, it's a great attribute of a leader. A leader that's not unstoppable is not a complete leader. They might have the title of a leader, and you better believe I know so many of those leaders where they get a title or they're given a title and they all of a sudden change their posture, change their tone, change their bossiness, change their management mode. And they're always pointing at other people saying, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be this way. And they're not doing any of that. They're just standing behind and trying to push an army forward of people to do things that they're not doing anymore. That is terrible leadership. The essence of leadership is not in that. People look to leaders for courage. People look to leaders for certainty, for confidence and guidance. And they need leaders to guide them and lead them into victory, not dead ends. I've been on a few projects in my life and it got to a point where, wait, hold on a second, I've got to reevaluate where I'm at. And out of integrity, I had to move and pivot and do different things because those certain projects were not doing it anymore. Not just for me, for the people. It was mainly actually the people, because you got to guide people into open fields, open plains, not dead ends. And if you're doing something and pushing people towards a certain goal just because of your own results, just because of your own dreams, just because of your own benefit, then that eliminates all leadership. And in fact, the intention behind that is terrible. So you have to reevaluate yourself and you got to make sure you change that up. And so we have to make sure we're leading our people towards the right way. And if we help our people, then we feel more content, more genuine, and we possess a higher level of integrity. And look, leaders experience fear, and there's 3 ways I like to look at fear. False evidence appearing real. That's from Les Brown. Or forget everything and run. Or face everything and rise. So fear can be translated in a different way. And whoever sits there and says, I don't have fear, they're probably the most scared person in the room, because everyone experiences fear. What do you think courage is? Courage isn't the non-existence of fear. Courage is facing the fear and saying, bring it on, man. That's what it is. It's head on facing the fear and doing it anyway and getting stronger because you face that fear. You will have worry too, and you will have doubt, but that's where self-talk can be strengthened to diminish those voices. And you keep persisting through with faith and vision. Reason number 14 is you will know your purpose. Becoming unstoppable usually means you found your purpose. It's hard to become unstoppable without having your passion involved in your work or your purpose. You're heading towards your purpose. It's really hard to become unstoppable. So finding your purpose is a doorway to becoming unstoppable. So make sure you're looking out for things and you're finding out what you're passionate about. Usually has a clue in it for what your purpose might be. What sets your soul on fire? What do you love doing so much that you do it for free and you do it again and again and again and again? Hey, that's a good clue. Sometimes it might be something so fun, but see if you can monetize that. And something that fulfills you, see if you can monetize that. That could be a clue for what your purpose is. Reason number 15 is if you fail, you'll get back up. By definition, becoming unstoppable means you can't be stopped. Look, you might fall, you might fail, you might screw up, you might get rejected, you might get fired, you might get targeted about something that defames you. Whatever you go through, you won't be stopped. Having the attributes of a person with an unstoppable mindset means you overcome failure so much quicker the majority of the people around you, and that's what gives you an edge over everyone else. Reason number 16 is you'll develop a very high self-esteem. You'll develop a reputation with yourself as a finisher. Imagine that, knowing that you are a finisher. So if there's a goal that you set for yourself, you know, I'm gonna get this done because I am me. I know what I can do, and I finish things. I'm not I start and stop. I start and I don't finish. That type of reputation is what keeps you down and diminishes your self-esteem in many ways. And you'll know yourself as someone that can do whatever they focus their complete attention on. This will develop a hop in your step, more assurance in your voice, more comfort being in your own skin. Ultimately, you will love and respect yourself even more. Reason number 17 is you'll have a strong belief system. Many of us don't achieve our goals because our belief systems are here. You might have a goal up here, but your belief system is down here. What you need to do is change your belief system, not change your goal. Okay, shoot for the stars, you're bound to land on the moon, all those sayings is true, but you have to get your belief system up. What are your limiting beliefs? What's stopping you? What have you been told from a young age? What have you been telling yourself for the last 5-10 years about your capabilities, about your skill sets, about who you were meant to be? And so many things that you've said to yourself have wired you. So you've got to change the conversation in your own head. It can start with that, changing the story, changing the narrative. And you have to do something called cognitive dissonance, where you find information that's conflicting with the beliefs that you currently have, but they're convincing enough so that you can change them, and you incrementally change those beliefs into becoming someone that believes in yourself. And part of this comes down to who you're around, who you socialize with, associate with, and what you watch on YouTube, what you listen to with audiobooks, what kind of books you read. This is a internal job. You got to do this yourself. And then everything that comes outside of you after that, once you have a higher belief system, you have something called confirmation bias. You'll start to find the things that confirm your bias, that confirm that you are good. I do have a strong belief system. I will win. I am a conqueror. You won't see there could be a situation that has 20 messages in it, but everyone's receiving a different message from that same message. The messages that you'll receive from that one story are only the ones that confirm your bias. Now, it's not always a good thing because you have to be open-minded, but I want you to rewire yourself so that you take the good things from every situation. You gotta acknowledge the bad things as well, but you can't let them bring you down. You gotta elevate beyond that, have a different frequency that you operate on, and make sure that your confirmation bias is always positive towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards your aspirations, towards your family, towards your purpose. Ultimately, you have to change what you believe about yourself. Reason number 18 is haters will motivate you. Instead of them stopping you, haters will actually be your fuel. I need haters. I need people to want to see me fail. I need people to sit there criticizing me behind the scenes or talking garbage behind my back. And that to me says, you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm made of. Because I've got a lot in me, and everybody has a lot in them. But sometimes what brings that out is other people challenging you. It's like sports. When you're playing sports, the other sport, the other team is trying to take the ball from you. If no one's trying to take the ball from you, you're never going to become good enough to make sure they don't take the ball from you. Does that make sense? So what you want to do, you want to treat this like a sport. Hey, hate on me, say whatever you want to say about me, go for it. But you're going to probably regret it, number one, because you could have been my friend. Number two, you gave me the fuel to be who I wanted to be or needed to be, but I probably didn't have enough fuel without you. And remember that people will hate you when you're focused and when you're winning, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen. But here's what I learned. I've learned that it's not really you that they hate. They really hate themselves. You're doing exactly what they didn't have the courage to do. They didn't put in the work on themselves. They didn't do their due diligence and their personal growth and the day-to-day work and the 8 a.m. till faint, 8 till faint type of work, and the focus and the concentration and the getting rid of all the distractions and the sacrifices. Man, it's hard work to become successful. And they didn't do that. They didn't put the work in, so they aren't as good as you. They never had the guts to go for their dreams. And so you are a reflection of what they would have loved to have, so they hate you. But that's none of your business. Let them waste their own energy. Hate takes a lot of energy. And when you're unstoppable, they won't stop you. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you focused and determined. It eliminates procrastination. It makes you make your goals even bigger. It drives you to be more, to have more, to do more, and quicker than ever before. In fact, if you don't have haters, then you're probably not doing much in your life. I remember there's a story with Michael Jordan, and he was playing against another team, and he actually made up a story in his own mind, in his own brain, that the other person, the other opponent, said something negative about him and hated on him. And because of that, Michael Jordan went into his peak state, and he got up and he was dunking on everybody, and it was 3-point shooting on everybody. Look, switch the way that you view haters and make it work to your advantage. It's actually a lot of fun. Reason number 19 is you become very smart. Because you face more obstacles and you overcome them constantly, you become more knowledgeable. You're always seeking better ways to win. And because you have a growth mindset, you're willing to pivot and learn so much faster than the average person. And this all develops a mental framework of how to do things, what to do, when to do them, and you ultimately become an expert because you're willing to do whatever it takes, and you read the books, you do the courses. All of this will make you very smart and creative. And every time you do something, you come back to it with more experience. You put all this into your subconscious mind. See, even recording for me wasn't that easy. I mean, I'm still learning how to record and looking straight into a camera and talking to you as if you're right here with me. It's not that easy. Usually I'm used to a crowd of people and giving you the claps and the feedback. But what happens is the more you do something, the more you repeat it, the more it gets embedded into your subconscious mind. It's using your executive mind and putting willpower onto your conscious mind until you burn it into your subconscious mind. And then that subconscious mind now is doing most of the work for you. Repetition is the mother of all skill. When you repeatedly do something so many times, it becomes like second nature. People will look at you and say, how in the world did you become so good? And you start laughing in your head because it's like, did you see the time when I sucked? Did you see how bad I was in the beginning? I was terrible. But I just kept on going, man. That's what helped me. I kept on going and doing it and going back and experiencing failure and doing it again and getting embarrassed and doing it again and laughing at myself. And it's important to laugh at yourself too, because you're going to make mistakes. And if you can have a humor with yourself, man, you're going to have a lot more fun along the journey. Number 20 is you'll eliminate much procrastination. Imagine you eliminated procrastination, or at least most of it. The amount of work that you could get done in 30 days, many people couldn't even get done or dream to have done in a year. You have systems, you have rituals, you have habits that empower you to be efficient, effective, and get into action. Reason number 21 is you'll become too good to fail. Whatever your goals, I can assure you that you will achieve them when you develop an unstoppable mindset. No matter what the obstacles are, the challenges and the negativity we experience, our hunger, our focus, our determination, our drive will lead us towards the win. In conclusion, becoming unstoppable is not an option if you want to live your best life. And you can live your best life. With the latest research on neuroplasticity, it proves that you can recreate your brain with deliberate practice and repetition. There's much more we can speak about neuroplasticity in other videos, but there's no longer any doubt that you can change. So what's stopping you? Here's a challenge for you. Find enough reasons to become unstoppable. It comes down to how many reasons, solid must reasons. It comes down to those. That's how you end up finding the will to get up and do the things until it becomes habitual. Write down what your life would be like if you became this unstoppable character in your life, and the world if you were to become that person. What if you had something inside of you that could change countless lives? My encouragement to you is that you do something every single day towards becoming unstoppable. And it's a journey. But once you decide to pursue this journey, then the world will start to present more opportunities to help with your goals. It's like the law of attraction. You attract what you think about most. If you know that you attract what you think about the most and what you're focused on the most, what would you think about the most? So you got to start writing the goals down and envisioning your future and pulling that towards you. And of course, hard work comes into the equation as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this training. I hope I've presented a good case on why you too should become unstoppable. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell below. Like this video and leave your comment in the comment section. I'd love to interact with you. Check out our other videos as well, and I'm sure you get so much out of them. Take care and God bless you. Bye-bye. Hey friend, I hope you liked the video. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification bell below. Like and comment in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And make sure you check out the other videos that we have. We're going to be releasing so much amazing content to serve you. So hey, have a great day and God bless you. Bye-bye.